We're not sure, it might bounce off this. I think the Dow's going through 20,000. You look back through history, every time it breaks through a level, everyone gets very, very excited and says, well, we're not going through the next one anytime soon. There's this reason, that reason. The US is a growing economy. That's the fundamental underlying aspect of this. And people will be buying shares in US companies over the next few months. I expect to see it go through 20,000.
Where else? You say cut your Asia, cut your EM exposure. You cut that to underweight, correct? You've taken equity exposure to Europe. Why have you made those decisions?
Well, I think the Asia risk is that Donald Trump can't do very much when it comes to enacting policy, but he can talk a really good game. And if you talk a really good game as president, you get other political figures responding. You know, Mr. Putin's a pretty volatile character. Mr. Xi in charge of China is less so. But we're coming through a year of political change in China, and he may feel the need to step up and start defending China against the US. That doesn't look good for Asian equities, except for one place, which is India. Because Mr. Modi and Mr. Trump get on quite well. They're both deal makers, they like promoting business, and India and the US really have a good trade relationship.
Ben, great to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Ben Kumar there, investment manager at 7 Investment Management. Vonnie.
All right, Mark, thank you for that. Nintendo announces details of its new game console called Switch. We look at how it works and why it could be off to a wobbly start. This is Bloomberg.
Here at Enterprise, we have a huge range of cars, vans and luxury models.
So no matter what you confusing Brits do on the weekend, we've got a vehicle for you.
Need to move some stuff?
I'm gonna burn this guy in a bonfire and dance around the flame.
Nothing makes sense here.
So whatever vehicle you need, we've got it. It's UK Car Hire.
With US customer service.
Live from London, I'm Mark Barton, counting you down to the European close, just about 8 minutes away.
And from Bloomberg World Headquarters in New York, I'm Bonnie Quinn. It's time now for our latest Bloomberg Business Flash. A look at some of the biggest business stories in the news right now. Earnings are out from 3 of the largest banks in the US. The biggest bank by assets, JP Morgan posted fourth quarter profit that rose 24% and beat estimates. Bond trading revenue was more than expected. Meanwhile, Bank of America's earnings missed estimates. A 12% increase in bond trading fell short of predictions. And Wells Fargo's profit fell more than 5% because of a decline in revenue from its mortgage business. The bank lost its status as the world's most valuable lender after a scandal at its retail unit. Brevin Howard Asset Management's main hedge fund suffered about $7 billion